Okay, guys, I'm going to present the big question, okay? The principal's cutting one sport. It might be one of yours. I want you to explain why we shouldn't cut your sport.
Playing softball, it's a major team sport. You have to have 9 girls on the field, and you have to have at least 9 girls batting. So having that, like it being a team sport, not an individual sport, it's taught me a lot about leadership and teamwork and hard work and just sisterhood and like being a good teammate and a good friend. And my team, like, yeah, we're friends, but we're also sisters. So I think without softball, I wouldn't have as many connections as I do now. And I also wouldn't have all the character traits that I do now. So I think that softball is a very valuable sport to our school and something that we definitely need to keep.
I'd like to add on to that because she says it's a team sport and there's 9 players on. But with soccer, there's 11 players on, and we carry 28 on a roster. Like, we travel 28, so that's a lot of girls. And then a couple years ago, we had 2 JVs, so it brings, we have about 46 on both teams, so that's a lot of girls to just cut.
All right, I'm going to add on both.
Okay.
So, I mean, you got to have 11 on offense, and then you got defense, and then you got special teams. So, but, I mean, total, we at a point we almost had 100 kids. But, I mean, football, you come to the games, and then you look at their games. I mean,
You guys have anything to say about that? Carter?
I
Tennis?
say no one comes to tennis, so
Nobody
we,
does.
at least our parents come to our games. I feel like
Dang.
Oh, yeah,
nobody
we
comes.
got parents.
Wow. I'd like to say something about the whole team sport thing. Unlike the 3 other sports, tennis is not a team sport, really. I mean, like, there is doubles and singles, but, you know, like, I think that also kind of teaches you something about life. It's like when you're playing by yourself, you either win by yourself or you lose by yourself. That, like, there's no one else to blame. Like, you can only blame yourself if you win or lose.
There's
You know
not
what
very
I'm
many jobs where you're just working by yourself, though. You're always going to be in a workplace with a lot of people, and you have to know how to work with people.
saying? That's true.
So being a solo sport, it kind of lacks teaching you life skills that you need.
So
And
you're
the
saying that?
leaderable.
Are you saying that tennis helps you with the real world, and all these other sports are just crutches?
I never said that.
That's what you're insinuating. Yeah?
I think that's something you said.
I think, as Chloe said, being in a team sport, you learn to become a leader.
Like, you're not
especially
going to
as you,
like everyone, but in tennis, like, it's not like you have to deal with people you don't like that much because you're depending on yourself. Like, in softball, there's definitely girls, like, that I've almost, like, thrown punches at, but I've learned, like, I have to be with them every day, so there's no point. Just like at work, like, obviously I'm not going to like everyone.
But like in life, you're not always gonna have people who like have your back.
which is not true.
I get blamed. I'm a goalkeeper. And I get blamed for goals that I shouldn't be. But I
And
know-
Bailey just has to own up to it and be like, yeah,
I mean,
okay.
sometimes I do, but other times, I mean, I stick up for myself because
Speaking of sticking up and throwing punches, football. Okay, you guys have a history, not our football, but like football in general has a history of getting into fights with each other. Do you think that could cost us, the school, more money for
Well,
damages?
no, not at all. I mean, I think it's just gonna bring more money because, I mean, if you're in the stands, you don't understand that you get to see a free fight basically. So, I mean, that can bring more money, but I mean, football does help with real life because it's tough. And I mean, just think about this: we got to be at school every day at 6:30, not 7:40, 6:30,
And when do y'all leave?
and we leave at we probably get at
Like 6 something.
so we first get at 6:30, and then 6:30 a.m. by the way, and then get at about 6:30 p.m.
Okay, well, are you forgetting that people in that aren't even sports, like band, come at 7 a.m. and leave at 9 p.m.?
That's not the same
Well,
as
I mean,
sport.
when you're playing
Why do
instruments,
you think it's different?
I mean,
Because
you're
it's
playing-
not like you're doing strenuous workouts. You're going
Yeah.
like this, you're going like this.
And
Like,
maybe,
okay, your
like,
arms might get
there's-
tired,
yeah,
but you're
there's
not
some-
running sprints and getting yelled at in your face.
especially by Coach White.
Band could be maybe a
Like in
mental
softball,
thing.
Okay, we were
But-
low-key garbo, but so like every error we make, we would have to run a foul pole. And that's freaking 2 miles every day. Like, band's not out there running 2 miles a day. Like, that freaking...
Band is more of like an art, not really a sport. You know?
Like, I get
And that's
during
why I like
band
the football
camp, they have
games.
to, walk laps or whatever they do, but, it's not the same.
Okay. So do you think that the other sports, do you guys think your workout is more strenuous than football, or do you think that football is on a high,
I think softball definitely has the most conditioning, just because...
Did we catch that? Okay.
I
Okay,
disagree with
softball,
that.
y'all might
Me
lift
too.
more, but okay, soccer, different breed. But Soccer is hard. No, I'm saying like they have to run a lot.
I think
Soccer
our
is like
off-season's,
different
like,
story.
Top.
But
Hard.
we had to run a lot because we would lose like every game. So yeah.
Angela,
so
you
that's
have anything to say
tough.
about that?
got a
Yeah,
lot-
you
I
say
got a
game
lot-
for running laps. What happened?
I
What
got
do you
a
guys
lot-
do when you lose
And
games?
even during practice, when
me-
we like make an error, they're like, okay, that's 1 lap. Okay, that's another lap. That's 2. That's 3. If you don't get it within this amount of time, you have to run it again. If someone
Yeah.
stops, you have to do it again.
See, I don't know about that. I mean, football, it's a lot. Like, we got to sprint, or it's like long stuff. You either got long stuff or short stuff, so we kind of go into both. But if you run gassers, like, there's a thing called full gassers. You sideline to sideline. You do that twice, and that's just 1 rep. And we'll do, like, summer pride, we'll do, like, 10 of those. And not a lot of people can do that.
Okay, so
And
you
we're
said,
time.
you said sideline to sideline, right?
Yeah,
So let's, you said 10 of those, right?
yeah, 10 of those.
Let's assume that sideline to sideline is half a mile, right?
Okay.
So 10 of those, that's 5 miles. But she just said that she has to run 2 miles every day to the flag pole.
Well, we're sprinting. They're probably
No,
jogging.
we're sprinting.
We
And then
do.
if Sierra's in the back jogging, she's like, okay, another one.
Soccer,
Another one.
We have a long distance day.
And then
Well,
one day,
sprinting
she's
day.
like, we're not stopping until someone throws up. So
A
Well, if
weight-
somebody don't make their time, we got another one.
I already
That
said
just adds
that.
on to it,
So
though.
why
What
you
about
guys-
tennis?
Why are you guys hating on tennis? Tennis, do you have to run too?
Hell yeah.
How much?
Wait, can I
Okay,
say
tennis
that?
actually does
Can I
run.
say?
Yeah,
I'm
you're fine,
sorry.
go on, you're fine.
Okay.
Well,
Oh.
how much?
Because
I
our
mean-
off season's like in the same place.
I mean, like we pretty much just like run for like maybe like 10 minutes or something.
10
Like,
minutes.
10 minutes. Listen, I'm not saying that
10
like that like
minutes.
it's harder than you guys, like because that I thought like that's crazy, bro. I mean, I used to play football. I know that it's freaking crazy, bro.
I
but,
think
like-
soccer runs more than.
Okay,
both of
soccer
you
runs
guys.
the most. No
And we'll do
cap.
sprints.
Like, look at their legs.
We'll do sprints and then weight room, then long distance again, then
Whoa.
weight room,
Like,
then sprint.
soccer girls'
Wait,
legs
Well,
are
that's nothing.
different.
I mean-
Did you just say weight room? While
Yes.
sitting
We,
next to a football player?
Huh?
Okay, so how much?
We lift. We're obviously not going to be lifting the same, so don't even say, like,
no, okay,
how
so do
much.
you think that, like,
for a girl,
huh?
like the same weight for a girl is obviously nothing for a guy, but it's still the same. Like
It's because our
hardness.
BMIs are different.
Right.
So, like,
So,
our
like-
capability is less than theirs.
like
not
20
necessarily.
pounds, like 50 reps, 20 pounds like this. That's easy money for them, but for girls, when you do 50 with 20 pounds, like that's hard. So they can't.
It's just
like,
on a
rag
different
us.
scale. But
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that we're not strong.
Okay,
It's just a
so
different scale.
You're saying that you guys don't just have as much mass as they do to, like,
But
do
we
this.
still get a very hard workout
Okay.
and almost.
It's all about challenging yourself. It's not all about, like, oh, he lifts more than me, he's better than
Right.
me. It's about, like, challenging yourself and bettering yourself.
So with that said, would you say your workouts are more intense than football's because of
Probably not, just because since my dad's a coach, I did summer pride since I was like in 3rd grade till I was a freshman, so those are hard. But
I can say soccer's workouts are sometimes harder than football, but we don't go nearly as long or as
softball's
much.
hard. It's just like and we all don't need to like work out the same. Like I don't have to work on like my upper body or whatever like some football player would. Like softball, we have to focus more like on our hips and stuff for hitting. But like tennis would have to lift something else to like work out a different part of their body that they need for tennis. So you can't really like compare it that way just because we all don't have to.
Well, in football, I mean, you really got to work out everything.
I was
It
just
ain't
saying
just
for
a certain-
example. But
But I mean,
let's change topics. Nick, how much did football spend this summer on
over
$1,000? And how many times did you guys go there?
I mean, we still go now. So
$1,000? Do you have
Like-
anything to say about that?
Yeah, do you have anything to
That's
say
tough.
to justify
about what?
about the money that spending going to?
I
wherever
mean,
you're
I think we
at?
kind of deserve it. I mean, we risking
Do you-
our lives playing football.
your
to
body's
be
better
honest.
repair.
Do you deserve it more than any other sport?
Softball goes, but we have to pay for our own.
Well, I think so. I mean, I think so.
What do
We go to ARC. It's like this athlete
I mean,
recovery center.
She's risking her life running around the field.
But
I'm a goalkeeper.
but there's
Oh,
not,
wait,
So
my
that's
fault.
like a.
My
but
fault.
there's not as much contact at all. Not even close. And I don't think anybody will argue with that.
Mine's there's not as
Okay,
as
well,
much
in regionals,
contact.
I dislocated this girl's shoulder. So, like, just.
I throw myself on the
depends.
ground every day. Like
Okay.
I'm spending hundreds
So,
on a
I'm
chiropractor.
pretty sure we
every
all know
week.
that the school spends more money on football than most
Right.
other sports. You know
But
It brings in the most
they
money,
make
though.
like all of it back. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
like
true.
We bring in all the money.
But that's because we keep promoting it. over and
Yeah,
over.
should we promote other
Should we keep
sports?
promoting, like, should we promote other sports like your soccer games
Or
tennis?
softball or tennis?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
we
no other
should,
sport is promoted,
because
really.
and there's not really any girl sports promoted except sometimes basketball, but it's mainly like boys basketball games at blah blah blah. Oh, and girls games
Volleyball?
before too.
And then if they
Oh,
show
well,
up for the
Volleyball's another
boys.
thing, though. We don't talk
And
about volleyball right now.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, softball, like, there's not as much, like, no one comes to watch us, and there's not really equal treatment. Like, during the summer, we didn't have AC the whole time, and we're one of the only outside sports. We didn't have AC the whole time, and we're out in 100 plus, like, temperatures. Like, that's not okay.
We are too,
But-
though, with pads and a helmet.
Would y'all's AC ever be out?
Oh yeah, but we're outside. There is no AC.
In your locker
Okay,
room?
but like in your brand
Oh,
new
yeah.
locker
Did a couple
room.
of
No.
us get sick?
We didn't have a trainer at one single game.
Trainer. How many trainers do you guys have, like, in practice?
Football?
Yeah.
Probably about 8 to 10.
8 to 10. And you don't have any trainers at all.
Mm-mm.
No trainer.
Do you have trainers? How many?
Like actually, like we have Colin and then like a couple girls.
If we want to go see, if one of us gets hurt, like during a game or something, and we want to see a trainer, we either have to call one from somewhere to come see us, or we have to go over to football and get help.
What do you guys think about cheerleading and pop?
Yes. Do you think they are the same thing?
It
Palm,
definitely
they should both
What do you
exist.
think
No.
of them as
Palm-
a sport?
Okay,
No.
no.
cheer is tough. Lifting girls up and like all that stuff, that is tough. And doing flips, that's really hard on your body. One of my friends actually broke her back from tumbling. So it's tough. Yeah.
I don't
it's
want to
not
sound like
just
like
'cause they're
ignorant,
wearing
but-
No.
just because they're wearing
Say it.
skirts and stuff doesn't make it not a sport. Like I get that it makes it seem like all fifi, but it's still tough, like on your bodies.
I
Okay,
mean,
so-
I think every sport is tough. I mean, I
Like
don't
at the
think-
games, them going like this, like that's not hard.
I wouldn't say neither of those are sports. Every
See?
sport is tough, but
I think if it's in high school, then it like beyond high school or club, pom and cheer can be like a sport.
And like
But
twist and
my
shout, that's
view-
hard.
Like in high school, I don't consider that a sport. But if
Me
you go
neither.
beyond high school, and girls do get scholarships and go to college for it, and I believe that like, yeah, you're putting in that much work, so it's a sport because it's a higher level.
Carter,
What?
do you believe that
What you
cheer
have
and
to
pom
say?
are a sport?
Yeah, I mean, I think that every sport, like, I mean, it's like hard in its own way. Like, I mean, not everyone can do that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's like it's really important. You know, it's just like imagine the football games if they didn't have cheer and pom, it'd be kind of
I
boring.
mean, they don't really
you know?
cheer that much.
I
But
don't. Yeah, I'm saying. But I'm just.
They
trying,
look-
I'm just, I'm
that's
just trying.
sideline cheer. That definitely is a sport.
they cheer if we're winning, or they cheer if they, I don't know, they cheer for the wrong things. But like cheer state, like that's cool to watch. Like all the tumbling and stuff like that, I know is hard.
Yeah.
But I also think like cheer is really glamorized, and a lot of people just want to be down on the field and look cute and stuff, and just be like woo. But like whenever they get to state, like that's where it gets hard, in my opinion. And like Palm State,
I
yeah.
think it's dependent on their views of their sport because
If they
I do
just
know
wanna be
girls
popular.
who join cheer to be popular, but then there's other girls who are like they've grown up kind of doing this and this is what they want to do, go to college for. So I think it's like your perception of why you're doing it kind of makes it if it's a sport or not. in my
Why
opinion.
do you care so much if it's considered a sport or not? Is my question. It's like why does why do you want it to
Like
be
these girls get
considered
really
a
offended
sport?
if you say it's not.
But it's like why would you care?
Yeah.
It's like
That's
why
what I'm
do
saying, like,
it's like
I
why
mean,
do
people do
yeah,
flips in football.
I
Just
mean-
saying. I mean,
it happens. Yeah.
But do y'all lift people up above your head?
we.
I mean, yeah.
Like, what? Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes, we
Lift
do.
one single person up? No, you don't.
Yes, we do. Try to tackle somebody.
That's not the same thing as lifting them up
I
above
mean,
your
technically,
head.
if you lift somebody off the ground and slam them on, that's lifting somebody.
Also,
Not all the way up above your
those
head.
girls that they lift weigh like 50 pounds.
Exactly.
Okay.
We could be
Like,
lifting
like
a running
I
back
could
that's-
lift them up with one
Okay,
hand.
and we used to have those boy cheerleaders that would lift one girl
They
up.
needed the
like that
boys.
is tough.
They needed
But
the boys.
they
You said
needed
they
the
needed
boys.
the. Why did they need the boys?
for the strength.
Because he's being sexist.
No, I'm not being.
Oh, this is getting good. Hey, let's keep this going. Let's
I'm
keep
not,
this
I'm not
going,
being
bro. I
sexist.
like
I'm
this.
just saying, like,
Because they need boys.
there's a
They're
reason.
doing perfectly fine.
There's a reason y'all said the stuff
Talk,
about
make
lifting.
this interesting.
I don't know what.
Because y'all are not as strong as
Just let
us.
them do
Okay,
that.
okay, whoa. So
That's
now
true.
we're actually jumping to sexist territory.
That's true,
I-
but
I
like
mean,
these
I'm not
girls
saying-
are like 50
Okay, a girl
pounds.
like Kiera,
why
I
would
feel
we
like I
need-
could lift her above my head. So it's not about
Right,
being
that's-
stronger.
he just
It's
said
about
But
what
somebody
the
like
format.
Didi.
Okay, the format
also like
of Didi's not a
She's not a
flyer.
base.
But I'm just saying, if a girl had to, if somebody had to lift somebody like Diddy, she's kind of,
She's not a flyer,
stronger,
so that's not even an argument.
But she's a girl.
She's not a flyer,
There's
though.
other
That's not
girls
her
like Didi,
position.
though.
But
That's
that's why
just
there
like
is
O-line.
positions.
Okay, but
I
what
didn't
if the
even know
O-line was throwing the ball?
cheerleading, no cap.
Would you ever have McKelvey out there throwing the ball?
I know there's like a base.
You never know.
so
It could be a play.
No, you
It could be a play for it.
No,
It
Big
could be a
John
play
would
for
not be the quarterback for a game just
it.
because.
You never know.
No.
You
That's
never
not
know.
even a valid argument.
It is a valid argument.
No, it's not.
It is.
Okay.
I love this so much,
Okay, can
bro.
somebody refresh me on the positions in cheer and ball, or cheers?
We don't.
Is
do
there
that.
positions?
All I heard was base and fly.
Flyer, base.
That's all I know.
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't do that.
Okay. So we have for and against. Is that all?
I feel like Bailey's kind of for it.
I
I'm against.
don't really care for, well, I don't know.
Okay. Well.
I've said
Hold on.
I'm indifferent.
I'm Carter Smith. I'm a junior. I play tennis. What am I supposed to do? Honestly.
This is why tennis shouldn't be there. You don't even.
Well, I think that it's fun, first of all, and like if the principal were to try and take this away, it's like that wouldn't really benefit him because we don't get any money at all. It's like I straight up wear whatever I want at tournaments, and so, I mean you wouldn't like get any money back or anything. Man,
I don't know
just
if
come
he's,
back
like,
to me. Someone else
dissing
go.
or, like-
Okay. I'm Chloe. I'm a senior. I play softball. I think that it's important. What I've gathered from this is that it's important for us to keep softball because it's taught not only me but my team a lot of life skills that we need and a lot of teamwork skills that we need, and it's just a really essential sport to girls in our school.
Angelo, football, and I think football should stay just because it's football, brings the most money in, and it's one of the hardest sports at Santa Fe, in my opinion. So that's my reason.
I'm Bailey, I play soccer, and I've gathered that there's different reasons to keep every sport. So if you're looking for something specific, there's a sport to go to. But soccer
Period.
brings in a lot of girls, not saying they bring in a lot of money, but that's a lot of girls that you're putting out of something they love doing.